Birmingham, England, a city known for its factories, its history, and its working-class pride. But for Aisha, a 19-year-old black woman, Birmingham was not just a city. It was a battlefield of silence. Aisha grew up in a small neighborhood where she was often told, "Keep your head down, work hard, and you'll be fine." She believed those words, until one cold winter morning, she stepped onto the number 50 bus. The bus was packed. People were talking, laughing, scrolling on their phones. But when Aisha sat down, the man next to her immediately stood up and moved away. At first, she ignored it. Maybe he just wanted more space. But then, the whispers started. Two teenage boys in the back laughed and whispered racial slurs. Aisha froze. She wanted to respond, but her voice was trapped inside. That day was not the first time, and it would not be the last. In school, she was called names. At her weekend job in a clothing store, customers sometimes refused to let her help them. On the streets, strangers made comments that cut like knives. And yet, every time, Aisha stayed silent, because silence felt safer. But silence comes with a cost. Alone in her room at night, she would cry quietly. She would look into the mirror and whisper, "Why me? Why does my skin decide my worth in their eyes?" One evening, her grandmother noticed her sadness. Her grandmother, who had migrated to the UK decades earlier, placed a hand on Aisha's shoulder and said, "Child, I too faced the same stares, the same words. But I learned something. If you don't tell your story, they will tell it for you, and their story will never honor you." Those words shook Aisha. She realized silence was not protecting her, it was breaking her. So she decided to fight back, not with fists, not with anger, but with words. The next day at university, Aisha stood up in her sociology class and shared her experience on the bus. Her voice trembled at first, but she kept going. The room fell silent, listening to her pain, her truth. By the time she finished, her classmates applauded. For the first time, Aisha felt heard. That one act of courage led to another. She began writing articles for the student newspaper about racism in daily life. She joined a youth-led activist group in Birmingham, where young people shared their stories, campaigned for equality, and demanded change. Slowly, her silence transformed into strength. Years later, Aisha looks back at that bus ride. The day she felt invisible was the day that pushed her to become visible to the world. Her message is clear. Silence does not protect us. Our stories, our voices, our courage, that is what protects us. And once our voices rise together, no bus, no classroom, no street can ever silence us again. This is not just Aisha's story. It is the story of countless others who suffered in silence until they decided to speak. This is Rise Unheard.